Here's Cairo Santos now ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Santa Clara. Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you... give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
There you go. You let me get my ball.
And they'll come out with a three tight end look on the first play of the drive.
Next time you pause it, don't but next time you pause it.
Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's second down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Second down. Here's Mostert again. And some room to run now. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. You know, I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback.
And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Danny Trevathan. And the Bears are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. So, CD, his very first pass of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know that's a major surprise for any quarterback because, look, let's face it, no one thinks about throwing interceptions. But think about all the warm-up that we saw, right? Every pass he threw wasn't a single interception because, oh, that's right, there were no defenders out there. A little bit different when there's live guys out there chasing the football.
Fields throw complete here to Kmet. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
Gonna let one fly for Robinson. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Chicago. Allen Robinson, 53 yards. And the Bears on just 2 plays have taken the lead. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I'm here, my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
On play action, it's Garoppolo. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Bilal Nichols showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on third and long? Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. Here comes Grant on the return. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. And nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. Two of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
Fields on first down. And the Niners get there and bring him down. D.J. Jones able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot.
Oh, he just got right there.
To try again after the sack. Fields. That's complete to Mooney. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
He'll get this into the hands of Bird. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
That play made him tired.
They snap it to Fields. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And this defense will take over right at midfield. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Nothing our score after 1. third down. Mitchell, and a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with fourth down forthcoming. Kyle Shanahan's made the decision. They're going on fourth down. They'll try it now with Mostert. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Good spot on the field to go for it. Kind of no man's land, as they call it, and it worked out.
Yeah, they call it no man's land because your punter's telling you it's too short. I'm just going to punt it into the end zone. Your field goal kicker might give you a little raised eyebrow. Might be too far for the field goal, so it gives you a great chance to go for it. Personally, if you have those tendencies to be aggressive as a head coach, you kind of like this spot because it gives you the decision to go ahead and go for it when you want to anyway.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. On the handoff, this is Mostert. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. On play action, now Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Now Garoppolo. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Bears will get the football back. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. On second down now, it's Montgomery. And look at this, for the second straight play, the 49er defense drops him for a loss. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. From the gun, here's Fields. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack. So on fourth down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. Back deep, Travis Benjamin. This is taken at the 18. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
On 2nd and 11 now. Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Fields. Got his man. It's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Marquise Goodwin there to make the grab. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Santos with the extra point. And the lead now stands at 13. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play in a quick strike.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Garoppolo now. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big 3rd down play there for the Niners.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo complete to the tight end Kittle over the middle of the field. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. 49ers with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Touchdown!
Oh,
It's
man, that's
complete.
right. I turned to the
A
side.
touchdown pass from Jimmy Garoppolo. And the 49ers are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of the half, heading into the locker room. just hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football. Full half to be played. Here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive as they take over here with 11 seconds remaining. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Now it's Fields. That's complete right side to Kmet. Only able to gain a couple there. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. Oh, Montgomery just unable to twist free as they hit him short of the line to gain. Nothing doing on that one, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Fields on the sneak, and he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
But when you do call quarterback sneak, you don't mind if your quarterback's a little bit on the vertically challenged side, do you? Because he's just going to hide behind his big guys up front and be able to surge forward and pick up the first down.
Now a first down throw. Fields gonna let one fly for Robinson, and it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Fields. And he finds his tight end, Graham. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Off play action. Fields. Deep ball for Goodwin. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
So one first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on 3rd down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Now Benjamin. Good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this up to about the 40.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage. And that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
And he is going to have a Niners first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
On first down, Mitchell. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Well, there to make the tackle, Khalil Mack.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. Now a give to Mostert running right. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
11. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Got his target, Samuel. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
On first down, they go with Mostert again. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
21.
On 2nd down, Mostert. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Able to haul it in is Kittle. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, who watched them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And this is going to be intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the Bears are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for them. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. It was DJ Jones who was there for the tackle. 2nd and 10. Here's Fields. And left side here, it's Graham. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Chicago. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
Garoppolo's throw pulled in by Kittle. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Garoppolo over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 24-yard line.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
They hand it off to Mostert. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. And still about 3 yards shy of a 1st as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
They'll try and run here with Mostert. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 61 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll run with Mostert. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken a lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow. 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 I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3. It's a run with Mostert. And he will not get there. He comes up short.
All right.
And they're unable to push this
We got to
lead to a
drive down
field
the
goal
field,
as it'll
bro.
remain a 1-point game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. He's back to throw. He's got Mooney. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
He's spiky. I think it's swell.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. They'll look to throw. Going to get this to Cohen, and he will have the Bears first down as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
Shit, we used all 3 timeouts.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Nick Bosa. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
That is crazy. We didn't score any more points, man.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The 49ers get the win here at home as we say so long from Santa Clara.
He averaged 3 yards to carry. I could have gave him something. times and generated 80-something yards. We ran the ball. We ran the ball 7 times. And passed it 14 times. Gotta run the ball more. Got to run the ball more.
I'm ready for more. You fired up, I'm fired up.